Wendy the Waterdrop. Have you ever been to the seaside? Or perhaps you're lucky enough to live by the sea. Either way, I expect you know what the sea looks like. But do you know that the sea is made up of lots and lots and lots of drops of water? All the drops of water have names, but this is a story about a very special water drop called Wendy. Wendy the Waterdrop loves bouncing on top of the waves. She gets so excited when the tide comes in. She rides the waves as they rush in and out. Wendy's bouncing on the waves as usual, leaping higher and higher into the air, when suddenly she feels very, very hot. "Oh, what's happening?" she says. "I'm feeling very light, and I'm floating up and up and up." Wendy doesn't know it, but she's turning into a cloud. "I'm high in the sky," she says. "This is as much fun as bouncing on the top of the waves." At first, she doesn't see that dark clouds are beginning to surround her. They swallow her up, and she becomes part of one big black cloud. She feels very cold and heavy and wet again. Suddenly she's falling like rain, down and down. Ooh! The ground gets closer and closer, and splash! She's fallen into water. "I must be back in the sea." Well, it feels like the sea, but it's not moving very much. There's land on two sides, and where are the waves? "I'm lost." The water moves faster and faster and faster and faster. Ooh! She's falling again, falling down a very big waterfall. Splash! Where is she now? Perhaps this is the sea. She looks around, but she can't see any boats. Wendy doesn't know it, but she hasn't landed in the sea. She's landed in a reservoir. A reservoir is a special lake that collects the rainwater that we all drink. The water is moving Wendy along again, slowly at first, but then gathering more and more speed until she's sucked into a dark pipe. Whee! Down and down into the dark she goes, knocking the sides of the pipe. Bang! Ow! Bang! Bang! Ow! 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 It's so dark, she can't see anything. But suddenly there's a light at the end of the tunnel. It gets bigger and wider the nearer she gets to it. Faster and faster she goes. Ooh! Where am I? What's happening to me? And she's falling again. Falling and falling. But this time, she's falling from a tap. Splash! She's landed in water again. Is this the sea? But it doesn't feel right. It's so hot. There are soap suds and bubbles. Are they waves? Oh, look, there's a bird. Is it a seagull? It's a funny-looking seagull. Seagulls aren't yellow. Wendy doesn't know it, but it's a plastic duck. She's fallen into a bath. And when she's just beginning to enjoy it, the water starts to spin round and round, round and round until she disappears down a plug hole. Wendy's back in the dark again. I can't see anything, and it's very smelly in here. Something touches her. Oh, that felt like a very odd fish. It was hairy. Wendy doesn't know it, but she's in a drain, and it wasn't a fish at all. It was a rat. On and on along the drain she goes, faster and faster, until she sees daylight. I can see the clouds and the sun. Splash! Is this the sea? Wendy doesn't know it, but now she's flowing gently down a river. She's getting very excited. I recognise these hills. The river is getting wider and wider, so wide she can't see the riverbanks anymore. Then there are cliffs and waves. It's the sea. I'm back! I'm back! She's so happy to be home again. It's been an exciting adventure, but I promise I'll never, never, ever bound so high on the waves again. Wendy the Waterdrop was written by Geoff Leesley, illustrated by Calum Gibson, and read by Maggie Ollerenshaw.